Why meditation? Because in today's world, we have mastered almost everything outside of us, but forgotten how to live inside of ourselves. We chase success, followers, recognition, but lose connection with the one person who matters most, our own being. We scroll endlessly, comparing lives that aren't even real. We eat, but we don't taste. We breathe, but we don't feel alive. Our minds are loud, our hearts are tired, and our souls are quietly starving for silence. Meditation isn't a luxury anymore, it's medicine for the mind, for the emotions, for the human spirit. Sometimes I think we humans have achieved so much in the 21st century. We can reach Mars, we can edit genes, we can connect with anyone in seconds, and yet, most of us still can't connect with ourselves. When you sit in stillness, something magical happens. The noise begins to fade, the mind softens, and suddenly you can hear yourself again. Meditation doesn't make you less ambitious, it makes you more aligned. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop surviving and start living. Because when the mind is quiet, the intelligence of life begins to speak. And in that space of silence, you don't just find calm, you find yourself. That's why meditation. Because in this age of chaos, it's not just a practice, it's your revolution. That's where Vigyan Bhairav Tantra comes in. It's not a religion, it's not even a philosophy, it's a science of consciousness, a manual for human awakening, written thousands of years ago, yet more relevant today than ever before. This ancient dialogue between Shiva and Devi isn't about worship or belief, it's about experience, about how to live, not what to believe. When Devi asks, "What is your reality, my lord?" Shiva doesn't answer with words, he gives techniques, 112 of them. Simple, practical doors to awaken awareness through breath, senses, emotion, sound, even ordinary moments like fear, love, or laughter. And that's the magic. Tantra turns every moment into meditation. You don't have to escape the world to find the divine. You just have to become fully present in the world you live in. It invites you to breathe, to feel, to love consciously, to rediscover what it means to be alive, aware, and whole. So, yes, Vigyan Bhairav Tantra 112 meditation techniques may be ancient, but its wisdom is timeless because consciousness never goes out of date. We spend our whole lives listening to everyone: parents, teachers, own religion, society, social media, even strangers online. Everyone tells us who to be, what to want, how to live. And in that noise, we forget the most important voice, our own. There's a place inside you that knows what truly feels right, what brings you peace, what your purpose is. But we rarely give it a chance to speak because we are too busy listening to the world. When you stop for a moment, when you close your eyes, take a breath, and turn inward, you start to hear something gentle, subtle, real. That's your truth. That's your soul speaking. Listening to yourself isn't about being selfish, it's about being self significance. Because when you ignore your inner voice, you start living someone else's life, not yours. You start chasing approval instead of authenticity. The need to hear yourself is not just emotional, it's evolutionary. Your inner guidance is your built in compass. It protects you, it heals you, and it directs you toward what your life is meant to become. When you truly listen, confusion starts to dissolve, clarity begins to rise, and you start living from the inside out, not the outside in. That's when choices feel right, relationships feel lighter, and life begins to flow instead of fight. So take a moment every day to pause, to breathe, to listen, because the wisdom you're seeking is already whispering within you, and that is where the real journey begins.